devil doors of life. Things are changing and it ain't the way I like. On the replay, wish I could get a replay. Don't mean to hold ya, but I wanna do over. Gas up the ship, shoot me a text and let me know when it is time. I wanna get off, I wanna get off. 1 star, would not recommend that we go far from here. I wanna get off, I wanna get off. Stop the world.
A music podcast for the culture. Wild Wild Thoughts.
Yes. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Wild Wild Thoughts. Everybody, come on, step in. Thank y'all for joining us. First off, I'm in a good mood, feeling good. My Lakers won. We the number 7 seed in the playoffs right now.
Terrible third quarter, but beautiful.
Yeah, we pulled it out. Mars, the Knicks fan in here, probably not happy about that.
Philly.
Oh, that's right. He switched to Philly. He switched to Philly. But
I might go back to the Knicks though.
Yeah, the Knicks looking pretty good. Like Jalen Brunson is a Knicks player. He's an NY guy. Speaking of which, did anybody get a chance to catch the WNBA draft yesterday?
No, but I got the highlights.
Hey, yo. What y'all think? What y'all think about how the draft went? Give me your thoughts real quick.
I didn't realize that there were only like 12 teams. That's the first thing that caught me off. And then they do 3 rounds and everything. I think the thing that threw me off, and this is what was their contract. That's what threw me off.
Yeah.
You know, they said that because of Caitlin Clark, that was the first time in which they actually had a sold out room, and they sold out tickets like within 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And
that's
so,
what I'm saying. So do you think, like, because of players like Caitlin Clark, Cardoza, Angela Reese, do you think there might be like a renaissance for the WNBA now? Because a lot of college players, they fame wasn't as big as theirs, so also they fame didn't carry over from college to the WNBA. Do you think their fame will carry over and help with the popularity of the game?
Well, 2 things. To me, I think it's a perfect storm. I think building off of last season, because last season was the first time in which I paid attention to the WNBA because of the building of the quote-unquote the 2 super teams. At the same time, I love Candace Parker whenever she's been commentating, you know, with Shaq and them, and that drew me to want to, you know, just kind of, you know, peep some of the games. But paying attention to, you know, what has been going on with South Carolina.
I think we lost Mars. His internet freezing up on us.
Oh man.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Right. Yeah, this goddamn cheap default. No.
Haynes said it's only going to get bigger. He said it's only going to get bigger, and he said Juju is the next group. So he's right. So even with this load of stars, you're going to have another load of stars that could potentially be coming to the WNBA next season. So I'm hoping this will turn it around for the league, and they get, you know what I'm saying, start getting a little burn and a little props. I actually like going to WNBA games. The games are pretty cool.
They need to pay them women though.
Yeah,
they need to pay them.
I don't think they're not gonna pay them because it's not. They feel like it's not as dominant as the NBA, which is stupid.
I think. But again, like I said, I think if the star power shows up, and it's, you know what I'm saying, the star power shows up and it starts to get bigger, and like you said, like this is the first time the Indiana Fever has had like sold out games off top before the season even start, and if you start getting actual season ticket holders, I think the pay will change. You know what I mean?
I mean, even if, as long as they got the crowd.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The problem is they haven't been bringing in big enough crowds to make it make sense for them to have bigger contracts.
Bigger contracts, yeah.
No, I think they're gonna have the crowd, they're gonna have the interest, and they're gonna have the viewership, because you're gonna want to see Caitlin Clark, and then at the same time, you're gonna want to see teams try to bottle her up. The other thing is, I'm not gonna lie to you, the fact that Angel Reese and the other girl from South Carolina were drafted on that Chicago team, I'll be very curious to see what they do.
Yeah, that
I
that
mean
that's
that duo gonna be crazy because
yeah,
first
that
of all,
duo
Hmm.
that duo gonna be kind of cold.
Angel go crazy, and the other chick, yeah, she already got a name for herself where she at. So I ain't heard of nobody else but her. So yeah, that's gonna be a crazy duo. I can't wait to
Yeah,
see it.
yeah, it should be interesting. It should be interesting. All right, well, on to the next topic, man. We got to say R.I.P. to oh wow, say Caitlyn sold out season tickets in 15 minutes. Angel Reese and Kamala Cardoza in Chicago. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Yeah, we gotta say RIP to Rico Wade, man, from the legendary Organized Noise. Anybody who don't know Organized Noise are the producers who bought us Outcast and basically the whole Dungeon family. You know what I mean?
Outcast,
Like
Goody Mob,
everything. Yeah,
Ghosts.
Outcast, Goody Mob, Sleepy Brown. You know, just uh,
Wait, you want to know something? You want to know something, Dane? I'm a little agitated
why are you agitated?
because Rico is one of the pioneers, and I
Uh-huh.
just felt that there wasn't a lot of coverage on it.
I
To me, it
agree,
felt like there
but you
wasn't
know
a lot
what?
of coverage. And
Well,
then,
because Rico never was super like Rico was never like a Diddy or a Suge Knight, where he was
right.
super out front, where like people would know him. Well,
Hmm.
you know, like you wouldn't know Rico unless you knew who Organized Noise was. You know what I mean? He wasn't like a public figure like that, so I think that's why he didn't get the kind of public outcry that you would usually get because he was a star to us musicians and us producers, but to like
I agree.
the public at large, I don't think they
But
really knew him like that.
They knew the
see,
production
that's
company
that's
more
that's
than him.
that's where my frustration comes in. Is that when you look at his catalog and the impact, like when people realize that the music that he worked on, the TLCs, the baby faces, those people that actually have radio hits, it's like radio didn't even celebrate this man's legacy. And that's what burns me.
No, you're right because there should have definitely been like how usually like when somebody passed, you turn on the radio and you hear all of their hits back to back to back to back. We didn't we for damn shouldn't have had that in LA, man. But like I said though, I think a lot of it is just because he was so low key. You know what I mean? Like he was so low key. I
Mhm.
think a lot of people who aren't into like not just musicians, but people who are in like Hayne, he's into music, right? Like he's really into music. He used to read the credits. He still read the credit. He know. But if you ain't one of them folks, I don't think you would necessarily know who Rico Wade was. But that's one of the reasons I wanted to talk about him today, because I think the not just him, but organized noise, period, the legacy and impact they have on hip hop, I don't think it's talked about enough, and I don't think they get the credit they get for how they changed the way that Southern music was looked at. Because I
Yeah,
know a lot of people don't remember pre Outcast and pre Organized Noise, they was kind of looked at as just like booty music. It was like you thought of South music, you thought of Luke, Doodoo Brown, Trick Daddy, you know what I mean? You thought of that kind of
Diamond.
music. And Outkast and the Organized Noise changed that perception because people used to be like, oh, if you're from the South, you can't rap. You know what I mean? All you know, do the Tootsie Roll and booty music, and then Outkast came and it came through with real music, real instrumentation, original tunes, and was like out rapping everybody at the time. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
I think their impact on not only Atlanta, because like Atlanta, their impact is huge, but their
Yeah,
impact on music and hip hop at large is even bigger. And I think a lot of people don't realize it. Like, I was thinking about it
Hmm.
today, man. Like even if you listen to Kendrick, he is Andre 3000's child. You know what I mean? Like with the flow switch, even the crazy
yeah,
voices,
yeah,
like
yeah,
nobody was
yeah,
doing that
yeah,
before Dre with the
yeah.
cadences and the crazy, like, kind of putting the vocoder on the vocal. Like a lot of that you could tell is like remnants of 3000, man. And I want people to know and understand and realize how integral organized noise was to hip hop at that time, man.
and
Yeah.
and also they brought a lot more to the table on the hip hop side, like live. instrumentation. You know what I'm saying? Soulful instrumentation. There was like groups out of New York that was doing live band stuff, but they sound like, like a bunch of musicians that just happen to have rappers in front of them, kind of like Wild Bunch,
Yeah,
the like the bass lines, just everything, and translating when like Outkast they have those live performances, or they have those live concert videos and stuff like that. That live band is killing, man. So I think
and
that was the thing that really drew me to Outkast production and Dungeon Family and that whole thing. It's like the whole live music vibe.
yeah, like I said, and I feel like they really shifted the way that people looked at the South, the way that people even respected. Like they gave the South a new respect
Yeah,
with the
that
way that the Dungeon Family came out and dropped, in the way the whole hey, that's right, Hayne. People, a lot of people don't know that Players Ball was a Christmas song. You are right. You are correct.
Hmm.
It was on the LaFace Christmas
Yep.
album first, before it was a single, and that was
Damn.
like, yeah, that was my joint. If you really listen to, that's why I got sleigh bells. Like he talking pimp shit, but the song literally has sleigh bells in it.
yeah.
Even the remix is like
Yo,
got
yo,
Christmas
Dave. I don't.
vibes.
Because Christmas vibes, yeah.
Yo, Dave. I
But
don't
yeah,
know if
man,
you know
like
this, but I was around that.
yeah,
I was in Atlanta that time beforehand. Like I used to like see Andre walking through the malls, and he and I used to talk
Damn.
before they even came out.
so
Andre
let me
put
ask
me
you this
on
then.
Alice in Chains.
If Wow. So if you were there and you were around, can you tell me what the feeling was like in Atlanta at that time when the music dropped, or when people knew Dungeon Family was coming? Because in Atlanta, I know they knew before the rest of the world knew what was about to pop. Can you tell me what it was like around that time being there?
You want like truthfully speaking, it was a sense of pride because I was living in New York. I went to school in Atlanta, for college first 2 years and whatnot. And Atlanta is a transplant. You have folks from everywhere, from Texas, Chicago, LA, New York, everyone coming to Atlanta for school. And so once the music started to pop, like you had, you know, Outkast, you had Lyrical Giants, you had Goody Mob. Goody Mob is my favorite out of all of them. But once the music started playing, like, and they all had their own distinct sound, there was this sense of pride that you can tell, like anyone that was from Georgia or whatnot, that their time had come. And I will say that from the success of Outkast, LaFace, and whatnot, it also opened up the door for other labels, i.e., Master P's, the Social Def. I mean, the Social Def had their little stuff going on and whatnot, but it really opened up the door once people started to realize, like, oh, wait, as Dre said, the South got something to say, and they were moving units.
Yeah, it's definitely a big blow to hip hop, and especially a huge blow to Atlanta, man. Like I really like it. Shook me, you know, when I found out he's only 52 years old, man, or something like that. Like only 52 years old, and it's crazy though, because only at 52, you think about all the amazing things he's done in his life, though, like all the great music and the joy that he's brought to people, and
Hmm.
just man, I think it's a dope legacy. Prayers up to him and his whole family and the entire Dungeon family. As y'all know, KP, who signed us at Sony, was part of the Dungeon family. So I know this is hitting him hard. Shanti Doss, who also, took care of us at Sony, and she was part of the original Dungeon family. Like you go to her Instagram page, and she's sharing videos from them literally sitting in the dungeon, and she's like, this is from the first Outcast marketing meeting, like, so you talk about somebody who was there from the ground up. And it's dope because like KP and Shanti kind of took that spirit of what they learned in Atlanta with them into everything that they did, right?
Hmm.
Like they kind of like Shanti is like a marketing genius, and all the things that she did with Outkast, you've seen her as she grew as an executive and all the amazing dope things she was able to do. So you talk about just a legacy that touches all parts of the business, right? Like not just on the music side, on the executive side, on the marketing side, on the artist side. A lot of people don't know Future is Rico Wade's cousin. So Future even is
Oh,
from
okay.
that tree. Yeah, like Fruit Future started out just being in the studio with Dungeon Family before he started doing his thing. So that shows you like how far you know, it ain't just like they legacy only extends to that last generation. It extends to this newest generation with, you know, having Future, because that means like from this family of Rico, Wade, and Future, you damn near got like 2 complete generations of hip hop ruled by the Dungeon family.
And Future is still relevant to this day.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So you got like basically you had like somebody from that family is relevant from 1992 to 2024 and
It's crazy.
beyond. And I think that's kind of crazy because, you know, like we always say, a lot
That's
of people only
crazy.
have like a 5-6 year run in this business, and
Yep.
especially to be hot, you know what I mean? And they had a big, nice, crazy run, man. And I don't know, man. It's just a sad day for hip hop, sad day for music in general.
The Grammys better celebrate that, man. I'll say that.
Man, I hope there gotta be a dope Atlanta Dungeon family tribute to him, man. Gotta be, man. All right, time to talk about this fuckery. Drake versus everybody. So let's take it bit by bit. All right, let's take Drake responded, because you know last week we talked about, was Drake gonna respond? Drake responded last week. Let me first get all y'all individual thoughts on Drake's comeback record. Mars,
Team Light Skin strikes again.
think it was dope? You think the record was dope?
I hate to admit it. I think it was cleverly written, but that motherfucker took Petty to a whole new level. Like that motherfucker brought in the NBA.
Yeah.
The one thing I don't like about it is the fact that he, you know, mentioned Kendrick's wife. That's the only thing in which I don't like, because I think he is now opened up. He's now taking it somewhere that it's not gonna need to be, because I know how you LA cats are. And the reality of the situation is like everything in which I've heard, and you know, there was. Do you know Daylight?
Yeah.
Motherfucker said that he feels sorry for Toronto now.
For all of Toronto.
He said, "Pray for Canada."
I look. I have to say, it wasn't the knockout punch that I thought it should be, but it's a good start. You know what I mean? It's a really good start. And somebody made a good point. Artemis Gordon. If y'all don't follow Artemis Gordon on Instagram too, go follow. He's a great follow. You talk about one of the most informative music pages. Wow. You're gonna get tidbits, you're gonna get the industry secrets, you're gonna get the insights. Go follow Artemis Gordon on Instagram. But he said, remember, this is how Drake always does his battles. This is how he does his playbook. He puts like a little take the bait record out and then get you to take the bait. Then he comes back with the back to back. Then he comes back with the, you know, like that second crazy record that he really goes hard in. He says, so just remember the history of all the Drake battles. This is how he does it. He doesn't give you everything in the first record. And even that's why he said, you know, he said something to that effect in the diss record, like, don't make me come back with the rest of y'all secrets.
Yeah,
and I think what Drake did a good job too, because Drake made it a good song. Dropping Give Me 50, like it got a good hook.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he really, not only did he shoot at Kendrick, he shot at everybody, which made it dope too. Like, you know, him going at Rick Ross, him going at Future, telling Metro Boomin, shut your ass up and make some drums.
Hold up. Him or his ghostwriter?
Yeah, that was what I was gonna say. Is that,
Hey.
Yeah, come on, man. Come on, man. That nigga didn't write that shit.
Let's give credit.
Let's get to it.
His
that nigga didn't write that shit.
The shit was clever.
His ghostwriter did a good job.
Yeah.
Drake didn't write that shit. His ghostwriter put the pen to the pad.
Y'all don't think he wrote it?
Hell no, man. Come on,
y'all don't think he wrote that?
The writing team, just like a comedy show and shit. They give the writers room and throw out metaphors and similes and shit, and they come up with some shit. But I agree with
So y'all think he battling by committee?
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, man, come on, bro.
You heard the other snip? Did you hear the
Hey,
latest snippet for the second song that he was working on? They were coaching him how to where to drop and everything. It's like a minute or two or something like that. It's on YouTube somewhere. They were
What?
coaching him
oh,
how to drop it.
Well,
that's
Wow.
there's
crazy.
no secret
That's
that he has
crazy.
ghostwriters and shit though. So I mean, I wouldn't. It
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
surprise me
think
at
it
all.
ain't no secret that you got.
Huh?
Well, I was gonna say it ain't no secret. It ain't no secret that you got ghostwriters. But I think if you gonna go into battle, I think that's when you gotta do that on your own, man. You gotta.
Why? You going into Grammys with ghostwriters and shit? What's a battle to like, you know what I'm saying? Try to get a Grammy nomination and shit. A battle ain't really
I
no.
guess so. I just think I just feel like as an MC in terms of battle, like I don't know, it feel kind of like you cheating if you get a
You
roster of
are
ghostwriters in
Wait a
your.
minute.
cheating. You're right,
Drake,
you cheating. But I'm
hold up.
saying the
Hey,
battle,
Dame,
the
hold up,
battle
hold up,
game.
hold up. You just said something very important.
What?
As an MC,
I was about to say the game has changed.
Drake is not an
MC
MC.
don't mean what it means.
no, he's not.
Drake is an
MCs are like
entertainer.
like like
This is the
their
same nigga that
identity.
was
They're
on
not MCs.
Degrassi.
Their pronouns are them. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just he no more. It's like them. It's about fucking. It's a boardroom of writers sometimes. I mean, there's no shame in that, but like you said, you would think that when it's time to like insult somebody's wife and shit, you're gonna take responsibility for that in the first person. You know what I mean? But I,
Right.
I don't think that he wrote all that. I just don't think so because he traditionally doesn't. But it was quite clever, like the line about his wife, like Rob pointed out, but the way that the metaphor or the whatever it is, where he mentioned
Got
bodyguard,
bodyguards
and
like
he like
Whitney.
talking about Whitney Houston, and he's naming, uh,
Oh, that's why he said that.
yeah.
That's clever.
Yeah,
So there's some
yeah.
clever stuff in there, man. Even like you said, the drop down and give me 50, and when he said that when oh boy had to do the Taylor Swift 16 and who was the
In the
other dude?
Maroon 5.
Yeah, Maroon 5 and Top made him get down and give him 50 and shit like that. I thought all that was clever, but
Yeah,
it,
but you want to know something? That whole entire stuff is like, at the end of the day, those as an artist, you want to be lucky enough to have those type of features. You
Facts.
know, and the fact of the matter that when you listen to what Kendrick wrote on those two songs,
Facts.
it was black conscious.
yeah,
Like
it was.
he
He
literally
didn't he
brought a
didn't draw the
conscious
character.
to a masses.
Yes.
So if you're gonna sit there and make fun of the fact that his militant conscience was presented and exposed and expanded to a mass audience,
Yeah,
then hey, bro, like I feel sorry for you. I pray for Canada because at the end of the day, it's like you know Aubrey, Aubrey. Let's look at who he is. He is a child actor of Jewish Jewish descent that has
I
Bruh.
don't know
that
if that
has
has that
no that
discredits
no
him
that
there.
that's who he is.
I know, but I'm saying
I
he's still a dope motherfucker though. I mean, I don't really
But
think
but
that
here's
undermines
but
his
V
credibility
Ray
because until this shit
is
came along, he was
but V
doing
Ray
numbers.
is he dope because of who he is, or is he dope because of what he has been able to do, which is manipulate and to also work with people to help build credibility for him.
ooh.
Uh,
Now
I,
that could a
I
little
mean,
deep.
it could be some of both of those, but I mean, like the early shit when he was doing like the melodic shit along with the verses and stuff like that. That shit I thought that shit was clever and it was good, and nobody was doing it. And he had that effect that he uses on his voice when he sings, so he kind of had a trademark sound with that. I don't know how many writers was behind that shit or whatever at that
Mm.
time, but it was he had a lane, man. It wasn't. I don't know that he totally rode on other niggas' coattails and all that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And then like him being a child actor, I don't know that undermines his credibility because everybody got a past. Nobody was born a rap, god and shit like that. You had to evolve into that shit.
You see, the thing
I'm
is
gonna
like
just say only true MCs came from the bottom, but I got you. Yeah,
right,
you got it.
it's hard. It's hard. Like I like Drake's earlier stuff, like his first 2 albums. I like, but he has morphed into. It's almost like that scene from Harlem Night, where you had it was like Arsenio Hall and the guy was shooting, and then all of a sudden Arsenio Hall is like, "Bang bang! You killed my brother. You shot my brother." You remember that scene from Harlem Night?
I remember that. Yeah.
Drake to me is Arsenio Hall's character.
Well, I like the early Drake better than I like the new Drake, but I don't think that I mean his catalog and all that
He's a
shit is
clown.
like you could just say throw that shit all away because he was X, Y, and Z. That shit had legs at the time, but where he's at now with putting on his game face to try to like do battle raps and diss songs and shit like that. That doesn't seem genuine to me. I mean, you got good lyrics, but I don't know if that nigga could back that shit up. You know what I'm saying? If he ran into Kendrick and like, what's all that shit you was talking kind of situation?
Yeah, this,
that's where the child actor shit comes in.
It's hard. It's hard for me to, and I understand the love that folks have for him, but it's really hard for me to really respect someone who doesn't write their own rhymes, who doesn't arrange it, but then is walking in the room.
So I'll have to play devil's advocate on that, right?
Yeah, big up Luke Walton.
Because
let me hear you. Big up Luke Walton.
Look,
let me hear you.
I don't have a problem with. No, I just said I don't have a problem with him having other writers, arrangers, or even collaborators. Because I think even Kendrick. I'm not saying Kendrick has ghostwriters. Excuse me, but I know Kendrick has collaborators. Right? Like we know that Kendrick has collaborators that helps him with records, that helps him with the hooks. Like I think most MCs, even you go back to Biggie Smalls, who to me is the consummate MC, he still had help with Diddy, giving them pop hooks and them records that made him huge. Because most MCs aren't good hook writers. That we gonna keep it 100. Most really dope MCs aren't great songwriters. If you want to keep it a buck, like if you talk about the best rappers, you don't like none of them niggas songs.
So I'm gonna break this down. I'm gonna break this down.
Okay.
No, go continue.
Rob loves nothing guns.
No, I'm about. So
yeah.
Basically,
go.
No, go, Dame. I'll talk.
Oh no, I was gonna say. So I think okay. I'll say I think it's hard to like penalize him for having collaborators and even ghostwriters, because honestly, we don't know who else does have ghostwriters and who don't. But I will say what he's putting out is dope. But even saying that, his whole song to me still don't hold a candle to the 16 that Kendrick dropped in the first place.
Exactly.
To me, that's where it stands. Like he dropped the whole song, and even though it was very clever,
and
very cleverly done, he dropped the whole song, and I still feel like Kendrick got the edge with that verse because it was just so aggressive. It was so upfront. It was so in your face. So I kind of feel like that's where I stand. You know what I mean on it. But now Rick Ross has entered the chat, and I think Rick Ross is having way too much fun with this because I feel like he needed it. Like, so I feel like Rick Ross he did a Rick Ross song and kind of diss Drake, right? Like I didn't even feel like it was like a super diss record. I feel like it was a Rick Ross song, and he dissed Drake in the midst of it because he was still saying some of the regular Rick Ross. Yeah, saying like the same like regular Rick Ross shit in the song. Yeah, but his shit on Instagram, the shit between him and Drake on Instagram is hilarious. They've been going back and forth in the DMs. Rick Ross been making videos talking about like, man, if you're gonna DM me, you got to keep the 1 or 2 lines. Your DMs is too long. That shit is funny, and to me, that's the spirit of like the battle rap hip hop that I like about this battle that's going on. You know what I
And
mean?
he
Like, to
talking
me,
about
like, I
Birdman
like
and
it.
foreclosure and shit. And then he went in and said, he's like, bruh, help your man's out. You over there looking at your man starving shit. Bruh, help him out. I'm like, yo, this is fucking hip hop right here. This is real battle rap right here. I like it.
Yo, Hank, the BBL Drizzy shit. The BBL Drizzy shit is so funny. I don't know if y'all been on my Instagram page today, but some dude did an AI version of a song called BBL Drizzy. It's like an old Temptation song, and that shit is hilarious. So we even getting other good music out of this just from this battle, you know. But like I said, I feel like Rick Ross jumped on it, and it's like, one, he knows this way that's gonna help keep him relevant. It's gonna get his name back in talking about the annals of, you know, hip hop at this moment.
Yeah.
And I think it's like, to me, I think it's good for hip hop because
Yep.
for maybe like the last 2 or 3 years, I feel like the dudes been taking a backseat to the ladies. You know what I mean? They've been like, the ladies been
Oh
dominating the
yeah.
charts, the ladies been dominating the beats, the ladies been dominating the records. So I feel like the dudes finally stepped up and they giving us, you know, something to chew
Something.
on a little bit, you know,
Yeah.
something to chew on a
Something.
little bit. And I do appreciate that, because I know Drizzy, they say he always drop a lot of subliminals, but I feel like Kendrick made him have to come out and go straight. You know what I mean? Like, Kendrick made him have to come out and say shit straight instead of subliminals. So now you're gonna get like all of this smoke, and I like where this is headed, and I like where this is going.
And like Haney said in the comments, you know Kendrick is cooking right now. He's probably gonna come back with
Yeah.
a nuclear option and shit,
Most
and
definitely.
do an ether of a version of a clapback, because that, you know,
And that's what it got to be, right?
it would be dope
Yeah,
if this ended up with a verse. If this ended in the verses, you
I
know,
would,
that would be
That'll be
crazy.
dope.
yeah,
Nah, that'll be dope.
if I
and it
was,
would be a positive way to pan the shit out. I would even like invite J. Cole back to the argument if they were gonna do a versus version
Yeah,
of
oh,
it.
I
somebody
don't
had a
know.
Nah,
video.
man.
They said
Nah,
J
man.
Cole.
Leave J. Cole out of
Hey,
this.
they
Nah,
said J
dog.
Cole was they said J Cole was Trey on Boys in the Hood. They was like, J Cole before the beef started. He was like, "Let me out the car."
Let me out, car. Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, dog. You ain't ready for this, man. He knew what he
Hey,
was
hey,
doing.
hey, let me tell you something else. That's the other thing, man. With all this beef and rap fodder, the type of great content it's making for social media and Instagram, for all the social media comedians and the people that's just funny. Hey,
Yeah,
man, it's super dope. You
I
know,
love
and
it.
I love it. I love all of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I will say this though. J. Cole, I have to call him J. Cole now. I can't call him J. Fold anymore. That man's looking like a genius to get out of it when he did it.
That's why I said leave him out of it, man.
What up, Jesse Wyatt? Yeah, man. He said, leave me out of it. 7 minute drill wasn't that bad. It wasn't. You know, like J. Cole, I could tell he was playing with kid gloves. You know
No,
what I mean?
7 minute drill felt like he was being forced to write it.
Yeah, yeah. They were like, you got to say something. He like, man, all
All
right.
his
That's what
homeboys
it
was like,
felt
nigga,
like.
if you don't say nothing to this nigga, we gonna look like some punks. Hurry up and
Yeah,
say something. This is Dreamville.
yeah.
So he had no choice but to say something.
But if he really wanted to put his foot in it, I mean, the lyricist
Oh
that
yeah, oh yeah, oh
is,
No,
yeah.
I don't
It
think.
would have been it would have been blows for sure.
No,
yeah,
I don't think he would have.
and that's what I'm waiting on from Kendrick Lamar. I think Kendrick's the 16 or however many it was that he originally dropped was dope as shit, but I just think he just comes back with the mop and just clean up. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
something? I was thinking about that. What is your expectations of a timeline for that for him to drop?
Well, I was listening to listening to the radio. And they were talking about it on what's his name, Charlemagne show and shit. They were like, "You gotta come soon, man, because like 3 or 4 days is the most he can wait." But I think if you actually just wipe out the entire village, it ain't gotta. It doesn't have to be that kind of turnaround to it. If you just stop the conversation, like the nobody's making a response record and shit kind of record, you can do that shit like whenever you feel like it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I mean, I know he won't let too much time pass, but I just feel like the lyricist that he is, from all the Pimp Butterfly and all these different classics, and the way he puts his shit together and strings verses. I mean, the other dudes is good and shit. I mean, Drake is good, but he ain't Kendrick Lamar good. You know,
Yep.
when it comes to that kind of verse.
In all honesty, I don't think a response is coming until that Baby Keith album drops.
When is that supposed to drop?
Baby Keith said soon, but I don't think I would, if I was Kendrick and I was advising him, I would tell him to put his response on that Baby Keith album and pull in the dough.
Yeah. Move the Baby Keith release date up and shit. You know what I'm saying? If it's already ready. Put the record on there.
And that Baby Keith album is a PG Lang project. So that's what I would do.
Well, he better do something soon because the people want to hear from him, man. But the good thing is Drake and Rose keeping us entertained while he's doing that. So it's almost like Rick Ross is handling his lightweight while he get to just chill. Like, so it make it feel like he don't have to come as fast because pause. Yeah, hey, yo. Make it feel like he don't have to come back with a record as fast. Because they got, you know, whatever they back and forth is going on, and so that make you feel like something is still happening, and you're not just sitting there like waiting on Kendrick to come with the record, man. But I think
wait a minute, let me jump back on this Rick Ross thing. So is it now offensive to call someone a white boy? White boy?
The way he said it,
the way he said it,
Did you see the artwork for the?
Yeah, I saw it
with the nose ring and the nose, his original nose and some shit.
So, yeah, that
nigga look like a Jackson 5 for real.
Yeah, no, it's been interesting and made for some good fodder, man. Like I said, I feel like it's good for hip hop. Hip hop was a little stagnant in regards to just like, just the energy around it. Even like you even think about the energy around hip hop, it hadn't been like this in a minute. So I think this is good for hip hop. I'm looking forward to see, you know, what it do and where they'll go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey man, Rick needed this to wash away that scent from Diddy.
I think Kendrick Lamar did for hip hop what old boy did on the Club Shay Shay.
Cat Williams.
Yeah. Cat Williams hip hop.
Yeah, like he just set it off. Like he said everything.
Like they rhyme books out, and like thinking good insults and shit and all that.
This is the last thing I'm gonna say, because I know, Dame, I can see you want to change topic on this. But isn't it funny that the two biggest moments in which the industry was shook up within the last 10 years was done by Kendrick? First, the Control verse.
Yeah.
And then like that. So it's almost like he moves the industry. So why is it that we're not, recognizing that he's the God MC now?
I think people are, honestly. I really think people are. And I'm gonna tell you something even funnier. Like, you know how you said everybody pulling out their notebooks, V-Ray?
Yeah.
Yesterday, I don't know if y'all saw it, Coachella, Lupe Fiasco was like, I'll battle.
Yeah, I'll battle any fucking body. Any fucking way.
So now it's like everybody's trying to throw their hat in the ring because they,
Mhm.
like I said, it's because of that energy. And if you're a battle rapper, you probably are going to be like, yo, I want to get some of this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Melly Mel, nigga, he gonna show up next.
Yo, this Melly Mel. How do you say I'm gonna diss one of the forefathers of hip hop?
Yeah, you may see yourself as relevant as fuck. You should.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. I'm interested to see what it look like. Interested to see where it go, man. It should be cool. But like I said, Rick Ross has made this shit hilarious on a whole other level with the stuff that he's doing. And like I said, there's a dude making AI songs called BBL Drizzy. That's some of the funniest shit I've heard.
I mean, it's like, in all fairness, I'll also say that Dre's pettiness is also kind of making it humorous. The fact that he paid for a marching band to stand in front of Magic City and it's has them hitting drums and beats and whatnot, looking like, hey, Metro.
Yeah, man, it's like it's getting good because it's outside of the booth now. You know what I mean? Like it's going outside of the booth.
Yeah.
But
That's where it can get a little dangerous. We'll
you
see.
said what?
I said that's where it can get a little dangerous when niggas start showing up and trying to, you know what I'm saying, do physical stunts and shit like that.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is, I mean, I'm saying personality wise, I feel like out of the three, especially concerning Rick and Drake, I don't feel like we gonna really go fist to cuffs when we see each other.
Yeah, but but Kendrick's production camp might.
Yeah, that's some LA shit, but
Yeah, snatching nigga change and all that stuff. So you know,
yeah,
these tour routes this summer, something like might boil over unless they have a versus or somewhere to, you know, like the old neighborhood, you have to put the boxing gloves on. The old heads will make you put on the boxing gloves and box it out. What you looking at?
Yep.
Like for Rob? That's in the hood though, Rob. Don't pay no attention.
No, Vera, you actually said something that was kind of important. When's
Oh,
the next?
well, I'll take it all back.
No. When's the next big music stuff function out there in LA?
What is the next thing? Well, they got the K-Day concert coming up. The what do they call it? The one with
the summer contact.
It's coming up. This in a few weeks. You know what I'm talking about, Dame? It's at the Forum.
Is it Fresh Fest?
Crush Groove.
Crush Groove, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a bunch of old heads, but it's a cool lineup from what I remember.
Has Drake ever performed at like a summer jam or anything like that?
Yeah, well,
I think so.
I think like Rolling Loud or something like that, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just feel like they just got to roll this out, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we get out of here, I want to talk to everybody about the Wild Bunch single dropping this Friday. It's called "Walk It Back." It's a line dance song, ladies and gentlemen. So if y'all know anybody who's into line dancing or likes to learn those line dances like the wobble and Tamiya, hit us in the inbox so we can send y'all the song and we can send y'all the dance so y'all can learn it. Send us a video so we can post it, because we want to post everybody who does the dance on all our social medias on Friday when we drop the video. Like, you know, when we drop the single, we want to drop everybody who was doing the dance with us, because we want this joint burning up all the barbecues by the summer, man. It's definitely a backyard barbecue type joint. The dance is super easy, way easier than that Tamiya shit with 58 counts. You know what I mean? So if you was having a problem with the Tamiya step last summer, we got something that's a little simpler for you that you can learn and give you them wobble vibes. So like I said, if you want the song and y'all know anybody, even if you can't do it yourself and you want to get somebody who y'all know to do it, hit us up in the inbox and I'll send you the link with to the song and to the video and all that. Yeah, it's gonna be dropping on all platforms because we want to make sure everybody got it for the barbecues. Like I said, the song is called "Walk It Back," and we want to make sure we get this into all especially the LA barbecues.
Yeah, we can chop that footage up into the music video as well. You know.
Exactly. So everybody who does it will be the actual music video for the song. We want the song, the video for the song. We want it to be y'all. We want it to be our folks. We want it to be our people. So make sure y'all hit us up if you want it and y'all know anybody, and share. Let everybody know, like, yo, share on y'all platforms. Hit everybody and be like, hey, yo, Wild Bunch is dropping a record. All my line dancing folks, if y'all want to come line dance with us, you know what I'm saying? Drop it on there and let's learn it. Let's do it, man. I'll give y'all a little preview. Y'all want a little preview? Should I drop a little preview, Hayne? Should I drop a little preview of the song?
Hit them with that shit.
Hit them with that shit just a little bit so they can hear the vibe.
Just a little bit.
All right. World premiere. You know what I'm saying? Walk It Back. This is the line dance song. Like I said, if y'all want to learn how to do the dance, hit me up and I'll send y'all the information. Here we go. We're going to just give y'all a little bit of it. So that's a little bit of Wild Bunch Walk It Back, man.
A little go-go club back.
Yeah, a little go-go club action. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want it, like I said, hit me in the inbox. I'll make sure I send it to y'all. Make sure y'all get everybody y'all know, everybody y'all can to learn the dance so we can put y'all in the video, because I want the music video just to be all the folks doing the Walk It Back. I don't care if you at the crib, in the backyard. It ain't got to be nothing fancy. Literally just want to see you doing the dance your way. Freak it out how you like, flip it, do your thing, add extra steps, whatever you want to do, man. We just want to get the people involved with this record, Walk It Back, because I want it everywhere for the summer. I want everybody in the GS doing it, everybody at Senator Jones doing it, everybody at all the LA spots, the Dime, the Well. I want you to all learn how to do the Walk It Back dance. The Walk It Back challenge, we're going to put it on our Instagram. We're going to put it on our Facebook. We're going to put it on our TikTok, man. And we're going to add your social media name too, just so if people want to go follow you because you killing the dance too, we want to make sure you get your props in the meantime. So that's Walk It Back, man. We hope y'all like it. Thank everybody who watched this. Thank everybody who joined the show. Remember, April 19th, Walk It Back is coming. So if you can send us a video by Thursday at least, try to send us a video by Thursday and we'll get it cracking for y'all. You know what I'm saying? All right, well, we're going to get up out of here. Thank everybody for watching us on Wild Wild Thoughts. This has been a fun show. I want to thank my co-hosts, Mars in New York, Stand Up Late for us, Young Rex, and V-Ray, the human Swiss Army knife man. It's always a good time talking about this music and talking about our wild, wild thoughts. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see y'all next week.
Stop the world, let me off. I don't like this destination. I like a transfer to the express line. I gotta get off. Electric slide into the devil doors of life. Things are changing and it ain't the way I like. On the replay, wish I could get a replay. Don't mean to hold ya, but I wanna do over. Gas up the ship, shoot me a text and let me know